Over the last 10 years, the communications explosion has brought undreamed of events right into our homes. Communications satellites now hover in the atmosphere, bringing news and major sporting events as they happen. Today we accept instant television from any part of the world as part of our lifestyle. But what about the future? How will the far north and television change in the next 21 years?
I believe that there will be a change in the next 21 years. I'm hopeful it'll be a change that people will appreciate. But don't ever let us have all high-rise buildings. Let's make sure that where we do have high-rise buildings, we keep them in the central business district area. Along the esplanade, if there are tall buildings, we make sure there's plenty of open space in between them.
And television. How will that change by the year 2008?
Well, I believe that before then, and certainly by then, there will be a tremendous choice available to people. I think there will be an emphasis on satellite transmissions, direct to home, with more power in the satellites themselves.
We are about to embark on a totally new era in television. At the end of this month, the government will be making some final decisions on how the extra commercial television services that its promised regional areas like Cairns will be provided. And that will mean that we'll be either seeing one additional service introduced in 1989 and then a second in 1992, or alternatively two competitive services introduced together in 1990. And as part of all of those changes, we'll be building a new station here in Cairns to handle all that expansion. Then shortly after that, I expect we'll also see the introduction of pay television. where people, if they wish to watch a service other than the free commercial television services that they currently receive, like they see on NQTV, they can subscribe to perhaps a movie channel or a sports channel. And then in about 10 years' time, I expect people will also be able to receive programs directly off the satellite, as the chairman mentioned before. And around about the same time, I would expect to see the introduction of cable television, which will give people access to a much larger number of programs. And around about the turn of the century, high-definition television will probably be available to people. That's a service where they'll be able to see their programs on much wider screens and a very, very high-quality picture. So the next 10 to 15 years and on from that will be very exciting for us, and very exciting, we hope, for the viewer too.
Looking back in 1987, 21 years seems to have passed in an instant. But in that instant in time, there's an awful lot that's happened, with changes to both the television media and the place we live, too numerous to mention. But let's try. Here are just a few. Today, although the faces may have changed, the staff of Channel 10 work with the same dedication, the same pioneering zeal that the first staff members did in 1966. We think we have a pretty good television station in Cairns today, one that'll continue to maintain the same high standards of the past and meet the challenges that the next 21 years will bring.
And now we're having what could be considered evolution or revolution in the regional television industry in the provision of additional services. Again, it's a major challenge, one that will be met, and I'm sure one that will benefit the viewers considerably.